Imagine this. You've just thought up the next big idea, something so groundbreaking it could literally change the world. But here's the catch. How do you turn that brainwave into something real? Something tangible? That's where the engineering design process comes in, and believe me, it's more than just a bunch of boring steps. It's the secret recipe that turns your wildest dreams into something you can hold in your hands. Now, let's break it down. The engineering design process is like a high-stakes treasure hunt, where each clue brings you closer to the ultimate prize, success. But unlike a simple X marks the spot, this process is about navigating the twists and turns of innovation. It's a roadmap that every great invention, from the smartphone in your pocket to the electric car zooming down the highway, has followed. So, if you're ready to see how the magic happens, buckle up. This is going to be a wild ride. First up, let's talk about identifying the problem. Sounds simple, right? But it's more than just pointing out what's wrong. It's about digging deep, finding the root cause, and asking the tough questions. What's broken? Why is it broken? And, more importantly, why does fixing it matter? You see, every great engineer starts by finding a problem worth solving. And the bigger, the better. Because here's the truth, solving small problems might make you money, but solving big problems, that's how you change the world. But here's the twist, sometimes, the problem isn't what it seems. It might be hiding beneath layers of other issues, like a puzzle within a puzzle. So, when you think you've identified the problem, dig deeper. Challenge your assumptions. And when you've got a problem that's begging to be solved, you're ready to move on to the next step. Now comes the fun part, research and brainstorming. This is where you let your imagination run wild. No ideas too crazy, no concept too out there. In fact, the crazier, the better. Think of this stage as your sandbox, where you get to build, destroy, and rebuild ideas without any limits. Engineers live for this part, it's where creativity meets curiosity. But don't just stop at the first idea that pops into your head. Keep pushing, keep questioning. Ask yourself, what if? Why not? How can I make this even better? The goal here is to generate as many ideas as possible, because in this game, quantity leads to quality. But hold up. Before you get too carried away, it's time to get real. Choose the best solution. This is where you sift through your mountain of ideas and pick the one that stands out. The one that not only solves the problem, but does it in the most elegant, efficient, and innovative way. But here's the kicker, it's not always the flashiest idea that wins. Sometimes, the simplest solution is the best. So, look for that sweet spot where creativity meets practicality. And once you've got your golden ticket, it's time to take the plunge. Next up is creating a prototype. Now, this is where things get hands-on. It's like the moment when your ideas come to life. But don't think of it as just building something, it's more like crafting a first draft. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it probably won't be. But that's the point. A prototype is your chance to test, tweak, and refine your idea before it hits the big time. And here's a little secret. Every successful engineer knows that their first prototype will likely fail. And that's not just okay, it's expected. Because failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a crucial part of it. But don't get too comfortable, because now it's time to test and evaluate. This is where you put your prototype through its paces. Push it to the limit. Break it, if you can. Why? Because you want to find the flaws before they find you. It's a bit like boot camp for your invention, only the strong survive. But here's where the magic happens. Every failure, every flaw is a lesson in disguise. It's your chance to improve, to iterate, to make something that's not just good, but great. And finally, it's time to improve and refine. This is where you take all that feedback from testing and use it to make your design even better. It's the final polish, the finishing touch that turns a good idea into a great one. But don't be fooled, This step is where the real work happens. It's where you take everything you've learned and apply it to create something that truly works. Something that's not just functional, but flawless. And once you've done that, congratulations, you've turned an idea into reality. But wait, there's more. Because here's the thing, the engineering design process isn't just a one-time deal. It's a cycle. Once you've finished one project, you start all over again, identifying new problems, brainstorming new solutions, creating new prototypes. It's a never-ending journey of discovery and innovation. And that's what makes engineering so exciting. You're never done, never finished. There's always something new to explore, something new to create. So, why does this matter to you? Because whether you're building the next big thing or just solving a small problem in your own life, the engineering design process is your roadmap to success. It's not just a set of steps, it's a mindset. A way of thinking that helps you tackle any challenge, big or small. And the best part? Anyone can do it. You don't need to be a genius, just curious, determined, and ready to get your hands dirty. Now, what problem are you going to solve today?